Alright, philosophy assignment number 2. Via Plato's Sophist, there is a large difference between philosophers and sophists, defining much of who they are. Philosophers are labeled as seekers of truth and attempt to have a more objective view of arguments presented. Sophists are said to have a more opportunistic way of thinking, leaning more towards the information that benefits them than actual facts. A lot like how our political system works and preys on people who seem to mostly think in a similar manner. As it says in the writing itself, a sophist's supposed expertise could be an illusion, meaning that they might put on a mask of knowing what they don't. Something that's common in polite society, but more so extremely prevalent in our current type of society, political or otherwise. Most people would think themselves a philosopher, but I personally feel that trying to find a genuine one in any category would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Part 2 is an argument that I had to pull and break down. The argument I decided to summarize, analyze, and diagram is by Will Stone, published on the National Public Radio website, and can be found at https www.npr.org. The why gyms are safer and less likely to spread in a bar. To put the argument in simple terms, because of the stringent restrictions put on gyms since the beginning of the outbreak, and because of what the gyms have done in response to the outbreak, it might be safer to go to a gym than to go someplace more public and intimate, such as a bar or a restaurant. I think the argument can be broken down in 7 pieces. 1. The gyms are in dire need of customers after shutting down and need to assuage those fears, and so they've been taking precautions. 2. The gyms were given multiple restrictions by the government for the sake of those who want to go there. 3. The gyms are good for the body and can potentially reduce the effect the virus has on someone, so it might be good to have it accessible again. 4. Because of the health benefit and the ability to contact those who have participated in their facilities, gym owners think that they are much safer than other public places. Even with the changes, it is more in the court of the people to take care of themselves and others than the business. Sorry, that was 5. 6. The potential gain in health and exercise can outweigh the risk in a way. And 7. Gyms are safer because of the efforts put in by those involved. It would break down with 1 and 2, the need for customers, and the restrictions leading towards 5, that is more towards people to take care of themselves and other people. 3 and 4, which are the gyms being good for you and the benefit may be outweighing the risk, lead to 6, which is the potential gain in health outweighing it. And the overall conclusion would be that gyms are safer because of all the efforts that everyone put in to make them safer. There'll be a diagram below. This argument seems rather intact and logical, and parts of it are held up by data. So the overall structure of the argument that gyms are safer than places like bars seems solid and plausible. Something that makes sense. That seems rational, and it would be a healthy way to share this information. The premise appears strong enough to give it some respect. That being said, and looking at logical fallacies, I would have to say that while the statement itself may be true, the base of the argument, it overlooks that it is claiming that the gym is safe in the first place as itself, and insinuates that something that is neither backed up with data or is responsible to say in the first place is good to share. I think that's it. Thank you very much.